Okay, I didn't even get the camera off, and you said it's a quadratic equation. Okay, now to me that was very obvious when I first saw these two terms, but naturally, having been doing this for hundreds of years, I would think of that. Okay, although the day's probably coming when I won't, but that not there yet. Okay, so we have this, right? Well, how do I solve this now as a quadratic equation? What do I have to do?
You can plug it into the formula?
You can't put that into the formula yet.
No? Okay.
Okay? But that's good. I mean, just seeing it's a quadratic equation and seeing that you use the formula, you have to put it in the form I'll put it this way. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 if, and only if, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. That's what the quadratic formula says. It doesn't apply to this. Can't apply to this. It only applies to a quadratic expression equal to 0. Okay? So what do we have to do? Well, let's subtract x from both sides. So, and then we're going to switch sides just to get it on the left here, but it's not necessary to do that. But okay, now we can apply the quadratic formula. Okay. It's going to be 169. Boy, it's going to come out kind of neat. It's going to come out a whole number if I just did this right. Okay? 13 squared is 169. That's going to be your b squared. AC is 36, and 36 times 4 is 144. And 169 minus 144 is 5. So we lucked out. We didn't get irrational numbers, square roots, and radicals, and all that stuff. Now that was just dumb luck. Okay? I didn't plan it that way. So in general, if I just change this 1 to a 2, now you got radicals in your solution and stuff. You can still do it, but x is going to be like we'll see. Okay, negative 13, and it's negative of negative 13. Wrote it down carelessly, right? Because it's negative b. So it's 13 plus or minus 5 over 4. So x is 13 plus 5 over 4, that'd be 18 over 4, that's 4.5. (13 minus 5 over 4 is 2, right? So now we know the region. Here's 2, and here's 4.5. And the rest is easy. So we're going to go ahead and do this, because next thing I've got to do is go to the dentist, and I'm in no hurry. I got to be there in a half hour, but we're not going to stay that long. Okay. So we got from 2 to 4.5, right? So now the region x goes from 2 to 4.5, or x goes from 2 to 9/2, depending on how you choose to represent this. And y goes from what? Remember, we're saying for a given value of x, where are your y values?